this sport is sometimes so cruelly, so unfair. It's really hard to accept. This is really a real stress. So some people say, you go to Japan. You will enjoy it. How is Japan? Hey, just Suzuka race like and Yamaha. This is the only one that we know from Japan. Good time for holiday. I want to win it.
This is Suzuka. It's a figure-of-8 circuit, it's an 8-hour race, and it's 8 hours time difference for me. 8 is a lucky number here in Japan, and who needs some luck? Yacht. Agonizingly close to victory every race this year, this could be the weekend they finally nailed their victory. But entry lists swelled with superstar riders and Japanese factory teams dedicated to nailing this one standalone prestigious race. They may already be on the back foot. Luckily, it's not just the teams that go the extra mile. The iconic Suzuka circuit, Japan's oldest international racetrack, held its first 8-hour event back in the 70s. By now, we're talking generations of petrol heads, pushing fandom to new heights. And judging by their black and blue flags, these people love an underdog. Up against a legion of factory teams, Yacht can use every single pair of crossed fingers. The works teams ride machines that could blow a MotoGP bike out of the water in terms of electronics. With more power and less weight, these are thoroughbreds compared to Yacht's trusty steed. Yacht came out fighting in the top 10 trial, determined to cement their position as the fastest of the non-factory racing teams. Parks was almost inch perfect, delivering a flying 2:07.634 lap to prove this point and secure their place in 6th on the grid.
On paper, a lot is possible. I try to be realistic and put the championship completely out of my mind. For me, the story is done. Just one guy decides who is world champion.
So this is it, the last grid of the season, and it's a big one. 68 bikes, that's over 200 riders, have assembled to contest this, the 40th anniversary 8 Hours of Suzuka. Now, a win for Team Yacht would be a big ask, but if they get themselves on the podium, they're in with a genuine shout of winning the Endurance World Championship today. Now, leading the charge for the team is the Rock, Brock Parks. Let's have a quick word with him before he gets ready for the start. Hey, Brock, you look chilled there. There's a lot of pageantry here at the Suzuka 8 Hours. How does that help in preparation?
Yeah, no, it's a great atmosphere, There's a lot of people here and everyone's excited. I love this part of Suzuka.
And if you could sum it up in like one short sentence, what is your mission today?
To get a good start, get off behind or in the group and try and hang into the 5 top guys as long as I can.
Brock's been in this position before. He knows what to expect, what to do. And that's to put his head down and keep going. Maybe a second or two off the pace of the top teams, but ever so consistent. Always on the limit and hungry for glory, it's unusual for all works teams to finish. Kota's under a lot of pressure at his home race. And it's not just family, friends and fans that are watching their superstar. Team managers from other racing divisions are keeping an eye out as well. Moments like these are decisive in a young racer's career.
そうですね、日本は、やっぱり地元のレースでもありますし、自分としての意地っていうか、そのプライ日本人ライダーとしてのプライドもありますし、同じ全日本選手権戦ってるライダーも、ファクトリーチームから多く参戦してるんで、やっぱりそういう選手にもやっぱ僕は負けたくないですし、やっぱそういう意地っていうのは欧州のサーキットよりはやっぱありますね。
For you personally, I mean, your first stint at the Suzuka 8 Hours was amazing. Your times were good, consistent. It must feel good to get that done.
Yeah, seriously, I was really nervous before the first stint, and I knew I'm not in the 100% condition. In the practice here, after 40 minutes, I was already dead, So the weather is playing in my cards today.
So we were just standing by for Kota to be ready to bring the bike home for the end of the Suzuka 8 hours. But the last time Marvin went by the pit wall, he was gesturing to the side of the bike. It looks like there's a problem with frantic activity. It looks like they're going to have to bring the bike in. And what I can see is there's a new chain prepared, so I wonder if it's a repeat of the same problem in Slovakia. I don't know, but if he's got to come in, it's a disaster. So Marvin, what happened?
Seriously, it was the same problem than we had in Slovakia. The chain go over the sprocket, you know, you feel like, and first I had it in the first gear and second, and at the end it was also in the third and fourth gear, so it was not so good.
A technical issue can strike at any second of this race, any of the 28,800 seconds. A faulty chain adjuster, for example. Again, this takes the tension out of the chain, making the bike lose drive, speed, and ultimately the position that will put Yacht on the championship podium. The team needs Kota to go for it. Known and feared for his high corner speed and extreme lean angles, our local hero digs even deeper during the last stint, fighting for fifth. Fighting for this once foreign team that over the course of one season found a way into his heart.
To be honest, if this is the best we could do, I think, here. You know, the 4 teams in front of us are the works teams, and we had a few problems at the end. It made it a little bit more tight, you know, with the bike, and we're just talking about that now. We need to fix that for next year if we want to compete for the World Championship. You know, it was the same problem we had in Slovakia.
So this is it. Third, bronze. But the experience proved to be golden. Over the course of the season, the team had to get to grips with a new tyre manufacturer, while 2 young guns needed to learn the ways of endurance racing, and they had to cope with a string of bad luck. Nevertheless, Yacht consistently managed to fight for wins, for the championship, for each other. This is not just a racing team. This is a racing family that's in it for the long run.